You may approach. No, no, no. This simply will not do. That is not how you greet a duke, child. Leave, and return only when you can greet me properly.
Hello, darling. You're a long way from home, aren't you? Poor dear. Well, I hope you find what you're looking for. Run along now. Hello, darling. You're a long way from home. No, darling. That's not how you address a superior. In this kingdom, whenever you meet someone of a higher station, you must always begin by saying, "Begging your forgiveness, sir or madam." I should hope so.
You may approach. What? You make a demand before a proper introduction? No, no, no! I shall not speak to such impertinence! Leave, and return only when you can greet me properly.
Well, I never. Look at you. You're the spitting image of an unskilled laborer. Perhaps a chimney sweep? Child, no. You simply can't address people this way. You must always use their titles. For example, I am to be addressed as my most esteemed lady, and the Duke is Your Imperial Majesty, rightful Lord of Threedom. Without the right titles, none of us can possibly be expected to respond to you. It's a simple matter of respect. You're very welcome, little lady.
You may approach.
A pleasure to make your... Look at you, child. Why, you might as well be dressed in rags. Who are you? And what brings you here?
Oh no, child. That is not how you introduce yourself in conversation. You must always curtsy first.
Oh no, heavens no. You want just a slight bob at the end, child. It's always so unseemly when a lady goes down too far and then snaps her head up like a drinking bird. Here, like this. I'm afraid I wouldn't know about that. Pity. Well, good luck.
You may approach. Yes. So... The very idea of someone of my peerage responding to such an incomplete greeting. It's laughable. Laughable. Leave, and return only when you can greet me properly. You! Yes. So. Oh. Well now. Finally some respect around here. Well met, Lady Eisner. What brings you to the company of the Duke, the one and only rightful ruler of Threedom today? Our old bodyguard. Oh, heavens, what is there left to say? She protected us until she didn't. And my dear father paid the price. I haven't heard from her since. She's dead and gone, I suppose. Oh, good for her. I should send her a cake. Only we haven't one to spare, you understand. But no, I couldn't possibly leave the castle. The horrors of war wait outside, child, and I can't have my people remembering them. No, out of the question. I have only your word that she's even alive, and we've just become acquainted. Then again... All right, I, in my infinite wisdom and appetites, have decided to do you a favor. I will give you something of extreme value if you will in turn do me a favor first. There is a portrait of me here. Certainly, you've noticed my beauty, my handsomeness, my regal demeanor. I am there with my father, his favored child. However, part of the painting is missing. When we split our lands after my father died, the Count took control over the old royal nostalgia. I'm sure the second half is there, and it proves that I was father's favorite. Return with it to me, and you shall be rewarded. What other way is there to live? What, as a commoner? We've already got plenty of them, I'm afraid. But there's only one me. I owe it to my people to be the most me I can be. Pass me some sweets, will you? What is there to say? The dreadful thing drags on, my insolent siblings refusing to give any quarter. But they'll come to their senses at some point and surrender. But until then, sweets do make the time pass more pleasantly. Don't you agree? Well, I didn't kill him, if that's what you're asking. I found him dead, with the murder weapon still sticking out of him. Oh, you know how things grow legs and walk off sometimes. Metaphorically speaking. I think one of my lovely spies told me someone locked it up on Father's robot's head. Giant beastly thing. I'm afraid that robot is long gone. Probably turned to scrap by now. Shmoo, the Count's dreadful plush thing? Heavens, I can scarcely recall what we did with it. The Baroness launched it into our territory a few moons back. Heaven knows why. I suppose he would say that. I suppose she did. My soldiers found it during one of our training marches. I thought it would destabilize him, perhaps lead us to victory, but no, it just made him shriller. We can hear him sometimes, you know, even over the chamber music. Ooh. Oh, I remember now! When I realized it was useless, I had Shmoo thrown in the cellar of the old castle dungeon. The castle is long gone now. replaced by a battlefield, but the basement may still be out there somewhere. He's yours if you want it. I have no use for something so depressingly pedestrian. Then there he shall rest until the worms eat his stuffing. But for us, cake. Nothing. He's rubbish, child. You want to dirty your hands with him? That's your business. I'd rather dirty these royal hands with nothing heavier than cheese frosting. In the nostalgium on the Count's land, I'm sure that wicked brother of mine keeps it there, and it will prove that I was always father's favorite.
Attend, hut, recruits, for the Baroness has won the roll. All hail her rule and her rules.
You don't fit in here, my dear. Yes, I expect you are. We don't get many visitors here, and those that come tend to be unable to leave until the party ends, which of course it never does. Have you tried the cake?
Cards here. I literally cannot emphasize that cards are not already here.
Well, have you found Count Shmoo III yet?
Pull weight! I've got cars to trade!
Life never goes the way you expect, does it? All at the whim of a dice roll. Hey, kid. You want to hear a story? Oh, good. You're showing an old soldier kindness, kid. There's a saying in Freetown, bad luck comes in threes. Well, it was right. I was there in the first battle, the first time the triplets fought, right after the king died. It was savage. The triplets, I didn't hold anything back. It was as fierce and as destructive as the dice maker's own fury. And when it was over, well, that's just it, isn't it? It never ended. We're still fighting those same battles every day. And me, I'm just about out of fight. Life never goes the way you expect, does it? All at the whim of a dice roll. Everyone's looking for someone here. Me? I'm looking for my brother Henry. Lost him somewhere in the Duke's territory, or running away from the machines. I'm sure he's alive, though. I see him in my dreams, though he doesn't see me. Stay safe out there, kid.
Deals here, get your deals here.
Aye, many decks here, carded.
Deals here, get your deals here. War's good for business. Everybody needs something in a war. That means you can jack up your prices like crazy. Oh, why? I mean, jack up the deals on your prices like crazy. Everything must go, kid. Oh, sure you do. And if you don't, you will eventually. Everyone comes to trade with me eventually. That's the beauty of war, kid. Everybody needs something, and I've got something for everyone. You're darned right I am.
You don't fit in here, my dear. Oh, I most certainly will not. anything to break up the tedium of war and these endless parties. Why, you may be our only hope, dear. My brother Arthur, you remind me of him. He was a soldier, and I see the same determination in your eyes, child. I do wonder what's become of him. Well, dear, aren't you a ray of sunshine on a rainy day? My only brother, still out there? Thank you. You've raised this old fool's spirits.
You want to trade your cards? I know you do. Been dealt a bad hand, have you? Never mind. Trade it in for a new one with me. Oh, man. Yes. burning daylight even. And I don't think I like what I see. Indeed we do. But you'd better. The boy is growing cold in here. Let's hope it's time you have, young even.
Oh, is that what I think it is? Yes, yes, this is the piece. And don't I look dashing? It was my pre-wig period, mind you, but well, wait a minute. We're all sitting in his lap, but that means Daddy loved us all equally? Well, I suppose I did, even if the painting was a disappointment. Here, have this worthless thing, worth a fortune to a commoner like you, and I'll hardly notice its absence. And don't let anyone say the nobility isn't as kind as it is cake-filled.
With a memento of the Duke in her hands. Ben was one step closer to being able to trigger Nishka's memories of that fateful night.
You have? Describe him to me. That's just logical of him. Thank you. The more I know about him, the more I can build an accurate, predictive model of his behavior. You have? Describe him to me. That's our Duke. Thanks. All this information helps my strategies become even more unstoppable. Terrific.
Been dealt a bad hand, have you? No, never mind. Trade it in for a new one with me, old Manny Dix.
Oh, Shmoo! You're back! You lovable little scamp! I should scold you. You had me worried to death! Oh, but I can't stay mad at that face. By the card makers, Count Shmoo III! You're back home with Daddy! You've done good here today, noble child. You've returned my Shmoo to me, which is just about the exact opposite of assassinating me. I'm forever in your debt. And now let me give you this finger. It's yours. I hope that, with it, you can uncover the truth of my father's murder. The crime scene. One of my servants found it there. It's been long since replaced by a battlefield, but go on, take it. Carry it with pride.
I've got a card up my sleeve, in my chest, up nose, up me, well, everywhere. Let's trade.
Hier tappen as the hier, boy.
What were we talking about again? That finger. It reminds me of something. It was the fight with the king, and he, and I, and we... I'm afraid it's gone. But it's become clearer. Bring me more. I need more to remember. What were we talking about again? Oh, that portrait. of the children, the triplets, and their father, their poor father, the king, killed while he... I can't remember. I need more objects to jog my poor memory. What were we talking about again? Do I need objects?
Stay safe out there, kid.
I'm never better. I'm gonna die in battle soon, and I did feel bad about it. But now I feel fine about it. I can see fine, kid. They're all the same side in the end. Now, shoot! Shoot!
Raise the stakes with a new card. Manny's got what you need. fall down when you've built it with Manny's help.
Welcome to Warriors Training! Way better than that calm breathing, fella! Let's begin by chugging a pint of Zupa juice! That's what I like to hear! Now that our thirst has been sated, let's carefully stretch things out! Warriors protect their joints! Now for axe training! Swing wide. Imagine you're chopping down a tree. Imagine you're chopping down an enemy! Imagine you're chopping down a friend! You just murdered your friend with an axe! You're a warrior! Warriors don't think, they war! That's why it's called Warrior! Now we're working on our battle cries! We need to scream so that our enemies know that we're here! So they can be afraid and they die of fear! Can you scream hard enough to make strangers die? Yes! Finally, let's focus on our motivation! Do warriors need motivation? No! Motivation is for actors, but they do need battle zone inspirations! So think of who you're fighting for. Is it glory? No! Is it one of the triplets? No! You're fighting for war! Because war needs warriors, and warriors need war! So every war you war yourself into is a new war for warriors! Have I said war enough that the word war no longer has any war meaning? War! War!
Even wondered what she'd been caught up in. Ooh, but at least she felt motivated.
That concludes Warriors Workout!
I've got cars to trade. Don't you want to follow suit? I know you do.
The Baroness lived atop Wildcard Hill, a training ground for war, and a home to warriors. It was not a place for children. But then again, thought even, what part of Threedom was?
Bets are off when you've got a new card from old Manny Dix.
Well, well, color me impressed. Most interlopers find themselves dead long before this point. How did a child like you make it up here? A likely story. You must have just snuck past them. Blind chance. At ease, child. Well then, at ease even. Look at you. You're not even old enough to be a recruit. You're soft, aren't you? No, I suppose you're not. You're learning. But you are a long way from home. What can I do for you, even? Simple thing, really, but it requires complicated strategy. One or both of my brothers defeated our bodyguard and killed our father. I don't let that stand, soldier, so I fight. And when I win, they will pay for their transgressions. Not surprised. Nishka's damn tough. And if anyone could survive out there, it's her. She taught me how to win a fight, taught me how to never surrender, taught me the importance of duty. No, that would be a dereliction of duty. She wouldn't be happy to see me there, and neither would I. I respect us both too much for that. How is she, other than alive? Impossible! I am too busy waging and winning this war. Ha 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 ha! A child coming here and asking for a gift? The sheer gall. But I admire the courage. Tell you what, even, I happen to own the mighty mechanical arm that once belonged to Nishka. If you can take it, it's yours. Certainly. Like I said, all you have to do is take it. This arm, it's only the most heavily guarded item in my entire Threedom. I like your spunk, even, so let me warn you, you will fail. You may even die. So do the smart thing and go back to whatever teapot shack you came from. Fight war, soldier. That's what leaders do. And great leaders, well, they win them. My brothers have been a blight on this land for too long. Can you defeat my robots to claim it? No? Well then, there's your answer, even. Me lose against a soft aesthete and a shrill maniac? Impossible. Even if they had the sense to ally against me. I would have won today, actually, if only my maneuvers hadn't been interfered with by those blasted colossuses. They're supposed to move just once a day. It's highly irregular, recruit. Sorry, force of habit. Suddenly, I think, I found him too late. The murder weapon was still there, but someone took it and stashed it inside the head of his own personal giant robot. The robot's long since destroyed now. The Queen of All Random had it dismantled after my father died. I think she feared the old man, and that his murder came as a dark blessing to her rule. Ah, but you didn't hear that from me. Can you defeat my robots to...
even knew what she needed to do to get something that would jog Nishka's memory. Win the most protected treasure in the most militarized kingdom. She knew it would be hard, but she also knew that the chance of ending this war, if indeed she could end it, would be worth it.
I don't know. We were in different areas when the Civil War broke out and have been separated ever since. She's trapped with the Count, and I'm stuck here with the Baroness. If I could just see her again, I'd tell her I love her, and that the second this war's over, I'm coming back to her, and nobody will ever separate us again. If only.
Colossuses moved once again, this time in favor of the Count.